Alright, so hey guys, I'm MM200. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the original Nintendo DS and the new DSi. Not the DSi XL, just the DSi. Anyways, so let's take a look at the chargers first, actually, because that's kind of the most boring part. But anyways, so this is the original Nintendo DS charger. Also works with the Game Boy Advance SP charger. Actually, in fact, I think that this actually might be my Game Boy Advance SP. Yeah, it is too. Okay, it's my Game Boy Advance SP charger, but they look the exact same. And here, I have a Japanese version of the DSi. I don't know if the charger is different for the American version or not, but anyways, this is the Japanese DSi charger. It's a cheap piece of shit. It doesn't stay on the wall. This thing is annoying as hell, because when you try to plug stuff in, it just flops all over the place. And the wire is short as shit. I can't really show you. It's bigger than the camera lens can see, but anyways, it's really short compared to this. Like, see? What the hell? What did you do that for, Nintendo? Seriously, fuck off. Anyways, so basically, I like the charger better for the SP and the DS. But anyways, one thing that I do want to do, or one thing that I do quite a bit, is I'll take an extender like this, right? Has a little bit of extra wire space, and I will actually plug it into here because it's just a USB plug. That's all it is. That's kind of cool because you can charge it from a computer too. So I don't know. Charger's okay, I guess. Not that much of a piece of shit. Still a pretty big one, but not that big. Anyways, doesn't really matter. So appearance, outside, durability, etc. Yeah. So I got this thing on the very first day that it came out. It's so old that the print on the back came off. For those of you who have the original Nintendo DS or have like Game Boys and stuff like that, you know that it comes with a sticker on the back. And yeah, that ink doesn't come off easily. It's completely white. Anyways, so they tried to go for like a streamlined appearance, I think, and Nintendo doesn't do very well with that. Closest thing they got was like the Wii, but it doesn't really matter. So the DS hinge, the original one, the only one that I would actually trust. Well, okay, I have an inside person in Nintendo. I'm not going to reveal their name because I don't want them to get fired. But this wasn't exactly their best hinge, but it was a really good one compared to the DS Lite. My friend's mom actually fixes Nintendo DS Lites, and she says that the most common problem is the hinge comes undone on it a lot, and that's because they have can't really release any inside data stuff. But take it apart yourself. Trust me, it'd be worth it. Basically, what it is the supports. These parts right here are really weak, and yeah. NES. So Game Boy Advance slot right there. And Nintendo DS game cartridge. Anyways, so now let's look at the inside. Okay, so it has the buttons, the D-pad, which is enormous, the power button, then it has this little dig out right there. I kind of like that. I know a lot of people that don't. The screen, I forget exactly how big that is. The A, B, X, and Y buttons, and the start and select buttons. Speakers. Biggest ones out of all the DS, and in my opinion, the most powerful. And then these little rubber thingies that stick out. That's, well, about the only thing that I found a use for is when you get pissed off at Mario for falling into the hole so many goddamn times, and you just want to get pissed off at your DS and close it really hard. Well, it doesn't break your DS, so you can come back and get pissed off at him again later. So that's a pretty useful feature. Thank you, Nintendo. Anyways, so that's the Nintendo DS. Oh, and it comes with a little strap thing, and the stylus. I'll take it out for comparison later. As we all know, the stylus is different for the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo DSi, and of course the Nintendo DS Lite, but I don't have the Nintendo DS Lite. Why? Because I already specified that it's a complete and total piece of shit. Okay, so, stylus, the thin one, it kind of is hard to hang on to if you have big hands like I do. Well, you can't really, yeah. Anyways, whatever, you can't really tell. Anyways, so Nintendo DSi. I love how it is that they have this thing set up. It is so easy to hang on to compared to this thing. It just fits your hand better. Well, I actually find that this one fits my hand better, but in general, I find that the DSi fits other people's hands so much better than that big brick. Anyway, so it has 3 lights up here. The first one right here is power, plug-in, and Wi-Fi. Here's the camera, and I read somewhere. Oh, this is light for the camera. Anyways, I read somewhere that the 2 cameras have different megapixels and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure that this one is a 0.3, and then there's one on the inside as well that is the 1.3 or 3. I can't remember how much it is. Anyways, they're not the best cameras, but they're okay. So D-pad, much smaller. Power button down here. ABXY buttons, and the start and select button are down here, which I find are very hard to reach. And I will take out the stylus now. Oh, yes, and the 2 speakers up here. And these little things up here that tell you what those lights mean. Anyway, so, comparing the size, much longer, much wider, but easier to hang on to, in my opinion. Okay, so, now let's compare it actually being turned on. You know, I'm not putting the stupid stylus in. I don't need it. So, compare size like this. Yep, DS Lite is smaller. Anyways, that's kind of, or DSi is smaller. Anyways, so we'll turn on this, right? Nintendo DS warning, blah 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 blah. And this is a Japanese DSi. I got it from my friend. See, Japanese, you aren't able to, well, unless you're Japanese, you aren't able to understand this. So, you can even tell that the screen on this thing is so much brighter than that, right? And that's not even the highest that I have. I think I have that at like 3 or something. There's a few settings. So, anyways, and this is going to be hard to do with one hand. Okay, look. There, that's the highest setting it can go to. That's the highest setting that thing can go to. Okay. The layout of the and the 2 games I'm going to be comparing are Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Platinum. Okay, because they have similar graphics. Anyways, so the layout they changed on here. I kind of like it, sort of. Kind of hard considering this is a Japanese one, and I had a hard time figuring out how to use it. But anyways, so let's start up the games. So yeah. Obviously much brighter screen on the DSi. I mean, that's like, yeah, here. I'll go to a screen that looks more like, oh shit, I forgot I restarted the game. It goes right to there. Okay, anyways, so yeah, right, it's just an overall better console. However, I do like this thing. I would take this thing over a DS Lite any day. The DS Lites suck. I had one, it broke in 2 weeks from nothing. Anyways, so that's the 2 consoles. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. I guess so much wider, right? Okay. Anyways, so that's my review. Yeah, it's really hard to explain exactly what it is I'm trying to get across with this. Basically, the DSi is great. It's the newest, one of the newest consoles by Nintendo. It definitely is better feature-wise than the Nintendo DS. And the hinges on this thing actually have things that are really similar to ball bearings. If you were to take it apart, you would be amazed if you know anything about putting things together. And yeah, anyways, the hinges on this are the strongest that Nintendo's ever made because they learned from the DS Lite. So basically what I'm trying to say is DS Lite, these 2 DSs are awesome. Fair enough. I don't know how much of the DS Lites are. I got this for $65 from my friend. And my parents got me this for Christmas, if like the first day it came out or something like that. Yeah, it was my Christmas present. Anyways, but I didn't get it on Christmas. I got it on the first day it came out. Anyways, so that's basically it. Hope this was semi-helpful and I didn't just ramble on about nothing for no reason. Alright, peace out.